Alrighty, I'm gonna... Alrighty, I'm gonna have another go. I don't know why it's so laggy. I don't know what is causing that. I thought I'd got the settings high and a little bit annoyed that it seems to be struggling. But it is what it is, I guess. So, yeah, I need to sort it out for the future, but hopefully this will be a little bit better. So I'm sorry about that. So, okay, I'm gonna enter the dungeon. So, news has reached you. So I'm playing Gloomhaven, for those that saw me. News has reached you that a group of vermlings have contracted a particularly virulent disease, and the settlement they are nearby is worried of it spreading. The disease also causes the vermlings to behave violently. Oof. So any contact with healers has been met with a hail of arrows. Head to the location of the cave to hold up in, and even from outside you can feel the taint. So we're going into this with 2 damage because of the encounter, which is yay. It's not ideal, as we know. So, okay, here we are. So unlike most dungeon crawlers, this is card based. So it's action based like a board game, and it's card based. Has the computer crashed? Why is it IO that's just struggling? I have no idea. What is causing the problems? Sorry, I'm not sure why we've got such a lag. Definitely a buffering issue. Okay. It's very odd. I got a lot to learn about streaming, apparently. I don't know why it's so laggy. Maybe it's alright. Alrighty. You enter the cave. In the close environment, you can almost taste the disease. You need to finish the mission as soon as possible. Take too long and you yourselves will become ill. Yay. The vermlings are certainly ill, but beware, they are also able to transmit some of the symptoms. What a game's playing lockdown, eh? So, okay, so I figure that the ill things, any of these creatures that are poisoned, basically will be able to poison me. So, fingers crossed. Well, I need to try and avoid being bit, basically. That's where we're at. I don't know if I am streaming. I cannot tell. I think it's buffering. The game just seems to keep on crashing, which is really odd. I don't know why. Like I say, my CPU seems perfectly happy. Well, it seems alright on Twitch, I think. So, it's YouTube where it's struggling a little bit, I think. Very odd. Oh well, let's see. So, maybe I don't need Restream open. Maybe I can just sort of do it without the live dashcam. Maybe that's what's causing the problems. Sorry, I'm playing around so much. And you're like, Clara, stop messing about. But you know, there you go. Alrighty, so maybe I was just trying to do too much. Alright, so hopefully technical issues aside and everything is going to be perfect forever more. Okay, so start of the game. So like I say, it's a turn-based game. So this mission, apparently I've just got to get through all the rooms. There's usually 2, 3, 4 rooms depending on the level, the mission. And it's a turn-based game, and I've got all these enemies. So there's some there's a wolf, a bear, and some vermilings. They might have ranged, or they might... I'm not sure whether they're ranged or up close fighters. I'm not really sure. These two are definitely going to come in. So I've got my 2 characters. And it's a hex-based game, so you get to choose your starting position. So my Cragheart, I'm just deciding. So that's my tank. So I want him to, I was going to say rush in and fight, but that's not necessarily true. And then, so I've got 2 characters. I've got the Tinkerer, and I've got the Cragheart. And I get to play 2 cards for each of them. So you pre-program it, basically. You choose which card you want to play, and you program and you play. So I get to choose 2 movements for each of my characters. You program them, and then these are the initiatives. So depending which card you choose, which one you choose first out of the 2, it actually decides the order in which you play, which is a really neat kind of way of deciding initiative. The monsters have 4 different things. They only do 1 action for each of the different groups, and they have this program thing where there's like 4 actions. So they do 1, next turn they do another 1, and they have initiatives with that. Obviously, if you're playing the good board game, you can look at it and you can know in advance when they're going to go on this. It doesn't tell you, which I actually kind of like. Means that sometimes you do something and then they completely throw you off. So I'm going to choose my actions for the Cragheart first. And to be honest, I want some of these monsters. So I think, so they're ranged. So that's a pain. They're ranged. And the bear and the wolf are obviously up close. So I probably... This bear... You know what? The bears don't... I don't know whether they're just unlucky, but they don't seem to really sort of take too much out of me when I face them. So I might start with trying to take out the archers, and I might try and do so with a ranged attack. So Earthen Clod is a ranged attack. It has a range of 5 and it gives me an attack of 2 plus 1. I was able to increase the strength of the card. You can buy upgrades, enhancements. If it hits them, it also has immobilize and stuff. So that's pretty... Oh no, that's if I have one of these tokens to spend, which I don't at the moment. So I'm going to use Earthen Clod first. And then for my second action... So this is the thing, that these cards, each of these cards, you spend them when you use them. And there's a top action and a bottom action. And if you use... And you can only, out of the 2 cards, you have to use the top from one and the bottom from the other. You can use a top action, fight 2, instead of the main action. And on the bottom, you can choose a move 2. But for this initial one, I want to fire. Now the question is, do I want to try and get a few hits in first? So I could also play Rumbling Advance, This means that I get to move 2, and then when I stop, I'll cause 1 damage to the bear. Now, I know I said I'm going to attempt to do these, but there's nothing wrong with also sort of doing a little bit of taking out the bear a little bit while I'm at it, right? And I'm going to choose that one first, so I unchose this and then rechose it, which meant that it chose that one first, so my initiative is 29. Alright, so the Tinkerer I know has a double, so I might go a bit sooner with the Tinkerer. What's the range? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a... Ooh, okay. So I might not be able to reach them both. So I actually have a shoot, which will allow me to target 2 enemies, but it's only got a range of 3. It doesn't do loads of damage, it's only a damage 2, but used in conjunction with ranged attack, I should be able to take one of them out at least. I don't know. I don't know why the stream is still a bit jaggy. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. It seems like it's not very smooth. Yeah, I just have no idea why that's the case. Maybe I've just got too many things open. I'm trying to smooth it out. Alrighty. So, alright. So I need to. I'm just procrastinating, really, aren't I? I'm not used to thinking through my movements. So yes, this will attack 2, but it's only got a range of 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's not enough to reach them. So I can reach 1, 2, 3. I can reach the bear, and 1, 2, 3. I can reach the wolf. So I sort of feel like maybe I should do that first. And I can play Enhanced Field, so this adds 1 to the attacks for this round. So I think I'm going to play Revive and Shock and then Enhanced Field. And then I'm going to change what I play with the Craghammer, because I want him to go after the Tinkerer so that he gains the advantage of that buff from the +1. So rather than, and because I can't take out both of the Vermilions, I think I'm gonna go for something a bit more up close. So I'm gonna go in and punch them basically with an attack 3, and also because of the rumble in advance, so I'm going to use that. So I'm going to choose the Crushing Grip, which is my attack 3, but I want to use that as my first card. I don't have to play them first, but I have to take the order from that, so I want him to go after the Tinkerer, and I'm also going to use this move and attack. Like I say, I played the 35 first, and then so that's where the initiative comes from because of the order I played it. Alright, so I'm gonna lock that in, and this is what the enemies are doing. Okay, so the Hound's going first. Probably not really a surprise. Seemed to took damage because it's poisoned. Now you can choose to either take damage or give up a card at this early stage. I want to take the damage. I also have a magical item, which means I can sort of transfer the damage, but for 2 it's not worth it. But I'm now poisoned, which sucks. So now it's the Tinkerer's go. So I'm going to play my Enhanced. So I receive damage because poisoned. Then I'm going to choose my Enhance. So that gives me a +1, and hopefully it'll give my ally a +1 as well. The trouble is I'm going to have disadvantage shooting this because he's right up in my face and I can't move now because I use my enhanced ability. So I suppose I could just go for a punch, but I'll take this at a disadvantage. So basically you also have a deck of cards and with modifiers, so there's and these adjust how much damage you take. So some are great, like +3 or ×2 damage, but there's also a ×0 damage. So you know, it's just luck. I've been able to modify what I've got in my deck, so I've no longer got any -2s in my deck, which is pretty good. So most of mine for the Tinkerer are positive. It's not true with the Crackhammer. I'm going to take the disadvantage. I think it's good options, good odds. So I'm going to choose to attack the wolf and the bear, and I'm going to confirm that. So the disadvantage, I pulled a +1 and a +2, and in this case the disadvantage was +1, so it's still more than the base hit. Unfortunately this has got a fist, which is retaliate, so if I hit them they hit me back, so I got another damage. I'm taking damage like crazy. And the bear, there was no advantage or disadvantage, so the damage went through, so that was pretty good. And too far away for a retaliation. So that's the end of the Tinkerer's turn. Now it is the Crackhammer. So the Crackhammer, now I'm starting to wonder whether I should just take out the I've already made my right. So I'm going to move, and I'm going to end my movement there, and it says that I get damage to the enemies, so badoom. That's another damage on the bear, so it's going down. And I'm going to punch the bear. Not something I'd normally do, obviously, but you know, it's a game. But punch! Oh, it's down to 1. So I actually think that because it's poisoned, it'll probably die at the start of its round before it gets to hit me, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so in that go. Now the Vermilions are gonna, I don't know what they're doing, they're just doing their own thing. And the bear was poisoned, so at the start of its round it took damage, so yep, it's dead. And when it dies it drops money. You can only collect money if you finish your go on that spot or you have a loot thing. Also, with one of the cards that I played, it created an element. So there's 4 or 5 different elements, and some cards that you play can use these elements. So they're pretty cool. Alrighty, so that's the end of the round. So now I get to pick cards again. So you see that these 2 are grayed out. I've exhausted these 2 cards. So I think that the Tinkerer, let's look at the Tinkerer first. The Tinkerer can take out this wolf. There's only a 2, so I think I could just punch it. I could move away and then I'd be unlikely to take damage first. I think I'm going to get rid of the enemies before he's going to get rid of the enemies before he gets rid of poison, because otherwise I'll just get poisoned, and I'll be using all my cards to heal to remove poison. So So I might just use a card that I'm not likely to use and probably go quite fast. So this one, I'm going to use this one for a standard +2 because it's a fast movement, and I'm not going to use these 2 anytime soon because these burn them, which I'll talk about later. So I'm going to punch first, and then I might do another. So then I want a basic kind of not sure which one to go with. I'm going to go with this one. So I'll use that for movement. Alright, so that's my Tinkerer. And what shall I do for my Clara cart? I think I'm going to move here so that I can collect that at the end of the round, and I can also, I'll be up close enough to punch this familiar, which will give it disadvantage. So I want a move of, to be honest, I want a move of 2. So I'm going to use Forceful Storm, and I'll use the bottom sort of basic action of move 2. And then I want something that'll punch. Oh, you know what? So this is move 1 and attack for 4. So that'd be pretty good. So then I could actually, I don't need to move on that bottom one. So I could do something else. No, I don't think I've got any. Oh, I've got a heal there. So you know what? I might take a heal as a second action. See if I can help out my Tinkerer a little bit. Tinkerer will go first, so that means that the... Alright, yep, let's do this. Alright, so the wolf's going to go first, so they're going to move 3 and attack. There's only one of them, and then the Vermilions are going to attack 4. And then, they're attacking up close rather than ranged. So... Crackhammer's going to get poisoned. Alright. So, the wolf attacks my Tinkerer. My health is getting low, so I need to keep an eye on that, because now I'm poisoned. Okay. So, the idea was that I was just going to punch it. So I'm going to punch the wolf with a basic action. And the mod is 0, so that's alright. So that's gone, and then I'm gonna oh, so I'm trying to move, but I can't because I'm immobilized, so I actually can't do anything. Darn, that's frustrating. So yeah, I got immobilized, so even though I'd chosen a move action, I can't take it out, and I couldn't know that in advance. Alright, so my Craighammer is going to move in and punch. So this top gives me 2 different things, and boom, body's down. I'm then going to try and so I've got a range of 3 on my heal, so I'm going to heal my Tinkerer, get rid of the poison, and then in my go, and that should pick up the loot because I finished in that thing. So let's see what this Vermilion does. Oh, so the Vermilion, I'm calling them Vermilions, Vermling, didn't do anything. That's weird. Alright, so with my beast, I'm going to do another move and punch. So I'm going to use that one to move in a spot, and then I'm going to punch for 3, I think. Yeah, I'm going to do a punch for 3. And my Tinkerer, I really want that gold. So I'm just going to... Oh, no. Okay, I want the heal from that. And then I'm going to use this one for my movement. I don't really care which order it's in, so I'm going to end it there. Firmling, really low initiative. So, Craighammer goes first this time. And nope, I want to move in first. Dum dum dum. Just going to move the 1 so that I'm on top of the gold. And then I'm going to... Oh, I used the wrong card. I used the wrong card. Oh no. I don't want to use this because it's an attack 3 plus 1, but it'll get burnt, and it's too early in the game for that, so I'm just going to attack for a basic, which is really annoying. As it happens, I got a modifier of +1, so I took it out in one go, but that was lucky. So I'm going to collect gold, and then I'm going to heal my Tinkerer on there go. And I'm going to move into that space. Oop. And end my go so that I can collect that gold. Cool. Alrighty. I'm sorry that it's still jagging. I don't know why. I thought I had the settings right now, so I need to look into that. I'm just wondering whether oh, I didn't see that. That's too long ago. Alrighty. I need to charge my phone up. I'm just going to plug my phone in. And then I'm actually going to open up your job. And I'm going to try closing YouTube on here because I don't know whether that's why, so I'm going to close that on my other screen and hopefully it'll just... No, I don't want to try premium on YouTube. So hopefully I've closed a few more tabs, so hopefully this stream will start improving, but we'll see, I guess. So alrighty, so sorry about that. So there's no monsters in the room, so I need to move to the next room, and that so this is the door here. That's the door. I want my crag hammer to get that gold, so I'm actually not going to move very far. I'm gonna just move one, and there's nothing I really need to do on the other. So I suppose I could actually use that for the heal aspect, and I'm going to use that for my move. My crag hammer, I'm going to my tinkerer, I'm going to move them to the door, I guess. I don't want that one. Move 3, don't really want that one. Use that one. And then have I got another heal? Yeah. Actually, I don't need to heal for... I think I'm only down 4 health, 5 health, and I'm going to get 2 from this buddy here. So seems like a bit of an overuse. So I'll heal 3 and move with this one. Alright, whatever. Okay. Alright, let's go there. So I feel like I'm a lot faster at playing this game when I'm not streaming it, explaining what I'm doing. It's like I have to justify my moves. On the plus side, it means that I'm actually paying a bit more attention, which is kind of cool. So he's going to move a little bit closer. Or they. I really don't know their gender identity. I shouldn't be assuming. So they're healing. Not quite at full, so we could have used that 4, to be honest. Oh well. And then the crag hammer, they are going to move 1. So let's move to there because I want that gold. And then heal. So I can skip movement. And now heal. So I can heal myself and I can heal the tinkerer, both for 2. So the tinkerer is almost full and crag hammer is now full, so that's pretty cool. So I'm going to end the go there. Alrighty. So next move, I'm going to choose something with a big move, move 4. So I want to get to this door and charge on in. And then I'm going to take a ranged attack when I get through the door in case, because I don't know where the enemies are, right? And with my Tinkerer, I'm going to go second. I'm also going to choose a large move and a heal, an ranged attack. So now we've got the order for these two. When we open the room, there will be enemies in there, and so the character that's playing will finish their go, but then other enemies will get a go. So let's move on in. So that's 2 movement, and I can move another. Oh, I'm going to move on top of the money. And then I've got a ranged attack, so I couldn't have reached the bear. But I've got a ranged attack, so I'm going to attack the bear. And that was alright. Damage 4 and the go, and I actually managed to finish on money, so I picked that up. That's pretty sweet. So there's only 2 enemies in this room, that's not too bad. So you'll see, because the initiative of the wolf was before mine, it went as soon as Crackhammer had finished. Now it's the Tinkerer, so they're going to move 4 as well. Slightly more defensively. I can still 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I've got to move there because otherwise I'm out of range, and then I've got a range of 3, so I'm going to attack the bear. A little bit more damage. Alrighty. And now the bear will go. Poisoned, so damage at the beginning, and then it's going to attack the Crackhammer. That's a ×0, so 0 damage. But I will still get poisoned. And that's the way it goes. Alrighty, so I've exhausted all my cards apart from 1. So I need I could do a long rest, which means I can't do anything apart from rest, or I can do a short rest. So this will refresh my deck. So whenever you rest, whether it's a long rest or a short rest, you burn a card. If you long rest, you choose. If you short rest, you don't have an option. Basically, you've got 2 chances, and it pulls at random. So I actually want to keep this card. I love this card, this move 1, attack 4. So I'm going to take a wound to redraw, and then I'm stuck with this card. I can't redo it. So I'm going to burn that card. So now you can see I'm out of here. And at the beginning of the round, you've got to have 2 usable cards. So once you run out, you're sort of on a time limit. Alright, so that's my Crag Hearts action locked in. Tinkerer. Disintegration, that. So this is why I don't want to use the burn cards too early, because I need them. Because I don't know how many runes there are. So I think. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use this, which will disintegrate. So that means that. But I'm going to use the bottom, the move, and disarm. So disarm means that the enemy doesn't get an attack, so that'd be really useful. And I get to move sort of a little bit out of the way, and I'm going to use the other one for just a basic punch. I realised I forgot to lock in my Crackheart move, so I want something that'll punch, basically. So I want to pull a very basic. I'm going to use that as a movement card potentially, and then I want something that'll punch. I don't think I need 4, because I've also got the Tinkerer attacking the bear as well. So I think a punch 3 would do it. Of course, if I'm unlucky, it won't, but this is how it works. So Tinkerer's going to go first, which is great. It's going to go before the bear, so it won't get to do anything. So I'm going to punch the bear. Again, it's weird to be saying stuff like that, but you know, it is the game. I'm going to punch the bear for 2. So 2 went through. Oh, that was punch 3. I had a modifier of 0, so I don't know why I got that extra 1. That was strange. And then I'm gonna start moving, and I'm gonna disarm the bear so it can't attack, although I don't think it'll last, to be honest. So it's the Cragheart's turn. Poisoned, of course. So you know what, I might take a pop. I might actually take a pop at the wolf, because the bear's not going to attack me this round. Oh, skip movement. So I'm going to punch a wolf now. It's all good, family-friendly stuff. Wolf has retaliation, so I got a tap back. Now the bear won't do anything, but it will take damage from being poisoned. And now the hound, well, the hound is going to attack me. But it got a -1, which is lucky because it was 3 damage. It would have been 4. Alrighty. Now I'm going to punch a wolf again. But I should be able to get away with, you know what, I've been lucky so far with going for exactly what I need, so let's punch it with a little bit more. And I want to punch it before it bites me. So I'm going to go for a quick thing, so I'll use that as the movement card and I'll punch with this one. And for my Tinkerer, oh, I need to short rest. Oh, that's the target too. But to be honest, like, I've pretty much picked cards I want, so I'm happy to burn that at this stage. So I want to punch the bear, and I want to do that quickly actually. So I'm going to choose that card just and hope that it's before the bear moves. Whether I use it for movement or punch, I don't really mind, unless I get a ×0, and I'm going to use that one because I'm not going to burn that card anytime soon. So fingers crossed. Let's see. Okay, so the bear and the hound aren't going before me, so that's good, even though the hound had a fairly low initiative. So who's going first? Cragheart. It takes damage. Right, time to punch. Oh. Massively punched that wolf to death. And then I'm going to move into the gold. Yeah. Skip movement. Pick up my gold. So, gold is useful. Gold allows us to buy things. So definitely get gold if you can. Alrighty. So it don't really matter which order I play these. So I'm going to punch the bear. Oh, yes. It's that ×0 like that really messes you up. Like, it's a complete miss basically. It's a crit miss. So I'm going to move into the gold spot. Oh, no. No, no. I don't want to walk into the trap. So that's a trap. And that is a damage 5. So yeah, I don't need that. Alrighty. So I got through that fairly quickly. There weren't that many enemies spawned in there. So now I can look at moving towards the next room, which is over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm not going to get all the way in, but I can get some way towards it. And a heal. So I want to do a little bit of a heal. I'm not too bad, but I want to get rid of that poison. And you know what? We'll give you an extra little bit of health as well. But I want to go after. So I want to go after, because if I use my 3 health on the crack hammer, that'll just take the poison away. So I'm better off letting Clara get rid of the poison and then me healing them. Alrighty. Oh, and so heal. Oh no! How did I mess that up? I wasn't paying attention. I messed that up. I obviously unticked the card I was going to play and then ticked the wrong card. Oh well. Really. This isn't going too bad, so... Well... I get to heal 2. There's only a couple of hit points down, so... Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Alrighty. So... what I'd like to be able to do is charge into this room, but I don't really have a charge. I wonder how many more rooms there are. So I'm gonna go with Rumble in advance. Just, I mean, I'm gonna go with a ranged attack, even though it burns a card. I'm gonna refresh my deck fairly soon anyway on a short rest, so that's alright. I need to get my Tinkerer somewhere in the vicinity, and might as well have a ranged attack ready. 2, 3, 4. So I will be able to peek through. So let's. So I've only got 2 movement, and because there's nothing in the area, I don't cause any damage. And there's nothing in range. So, you know what? Rather than burn that card, I'm just going to skip. So I'm going to choose the basic punch action. There's nothing in range to punch, so I'm just going to skip. And unfortunately, I think... Okay, the wolves are going to go next. So the hounds, rather. So these might actually move close enough for my Tinkerer to get a shot in. Better luck. Oh, crack hammer's hard. Ooh, received 10 damage. No, that is a lot of damage. I am going to burn a card. I'm going to burn a card. So you don't want to burn too many cards, but I'd say at this stage, I feel like this will be the final room. Yeah, this is the final room, and I've actually saved quite a lot of cards, so I don't mind doing a bit of burn. Okay. In which case, ooh, no, I need the. Let's get my Tinkerer in the action, and then let's take out one of these wolves. So it's not going to completely take it out, although didn't go far, didn't do bad actually. Oh, so they're all making noises. So short rest. So you see that I burnt a card, and now I've got to burn another card. So I've burnt 3 cards now, so I've got less cards left. And So I might choose this. I don't have to move, but I can punch this for a good amount. And I could use that with a heal, so that I'm not losing points on the poison. I'll get really poisoned, but at least I'll hold it off a little bit. And my Tinkerer, what am I gonna do with my Tinkerer? I'm gonna go for a short rest. So at the beginning of the game you want to wait as long as you can, but I'm quite happy that I've got enough cards to finish the game. So what if I lost? I don't want to lose that one. That's got an attack 4, so I'll lose that one. That's fine. So what I want, I'm going to do the enhanced field, so that's +1 on all attacks. So I want to move before the Craghammer. So have I got a ranged bolt that will allow me to go? Yes, I've got a ranged attack which will allow me to go before Cragheart, and also up the damage that they do. So I'm quite happy with that. Oh, done it again. Have I unticked? Which one was it that I wanted? Okay, so I've got my 2 cards, so bolt. Yeah, okay. So bear goes first. Bear's miles away. Don't know what movement it's got. Oh, it's not moving. Waiting. It's goading me. So I'm gonna use this. And then, you know what? I'm going to go for this one because that one's only got one, so the next time it goes, it's going to die. Interesting. So, I don't have quite enough range to reach the bear. I think that's going to die. Well, I might as well punch the heck out of that bear. That wolf. Skip the movement. Oh, come on. And punch a hound. Yes. Right. So that one's down. And then, so I have this Omelette of Life. So once a game I can heal myself for 1, so that will get rid of the poison, and then I can use this heal card to heal myself 2 points. And then I'm going to end the turn. That's pretty good. So this hound, yep, took poison. So just 3 enemies left, and those vermlings are basically just dying of poison. So that's not another room, is it? I don't think so. I think this is all of them. So I'm going to struggle to get into range of any of these, I think. Move 4, and I've got +2 from my boots, which I can use once a game. Well, you can refresh them in certain ways, but so let's see. Have I got, so what's 1, 2, 3, 4? I can get up close and personal with this, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I can get close enough to punch a bear, but 2, 3, 4. I can get close enough to punch that as well. And that's what I'm going to do. So move 4 and then punch. Should be able to get in range of that with my 1 off +4. With this, Have I got a loot? Ooh, I've got a loot. So I'm going to move and loot with that one. I don't mind burning the card at this stage. And then... oh, I might burn another card as well. Let's use the Disintegrate Ray. It's kind of a cool card. Yeah, let's Disintegrate. Alright, Cave Bear's going first, because of course it is. And it's actually... oh, it's giving itself a shield, so that means that it'll absorb 1 damage, which is a bit of a pain, but I'd kind of aimed to go for the Vermling anyway, so that's fine. So I'm going to move to here, and then that'll allow me to loot all of those. Loot picks up everything around with the space, so there's loot 1, loot 2. But the trouble is that burns that card, but like I say, at this stage it's fine. And then... oh, I'm not in the right position. Oh, I messed up. I am not... oh no! I didn't check the geography of that one. The geometry. Oh no! I'm gonna have to pass. I can't use it. Oh, what a mess. That was really dumb. Alright. So, I'm going to attach my boots, which means that I should be able to get into range. And then I'm going to punch. So, skip movement. And then I'm going to bang. Ooh, that was a -1. But it still did. What have I got? I'm doing more damage than I expected, and I don't know why. Okay. Well, there you go. Alright, so now you're in range. Go figure. Can disintegrate you now, but never mind. There wasn't that much damage. Damage 1. Alright, so... I don't think I've got a loot card here. Have I got one in? Yeah, so I've got one in my exhausted pile. So I wanna... so this... I've actually got some earth element in the thing, so that only sticks around for a little while. So I might use this card, which allows me to punch pretty hard. And I'm going to use that to move. I'm going to move 1 to get that. So, or I could move backwards. Alright, I'll choose those 2 cards for the Crag Heart. I just need to punch this thing, so yeah, I'm just going to go for a quick punch, providing I don't draw a ×0, which is possible. So Crag Heart's actually going first, so I energize it. The way it works is a little bit clunky, but that means that I can attack the bear from where I am, because I've charged it with the element. So this will take some damage. So -2 on the damage, so I only got 2 damage, but that's fine. And I'm going to move on to this gold pile. So once you've killed the last enemy, it goes to the end of the round. And then there's no more, so you can't collect gold afterwards. So you have to, if you want to collect the gold, you've got to do it in the round, which is a really odd mechanic, because it makes you you're trying to balance collecting the gold that you can. Sometimes you got to leave it. It's odd. So I said I was going to punch this. So punch it and hope that it takes it out. Oh, it says here. Yes. I don't know how I've got a +1. I don't know where that +1 modifiers come from. No idea. And then I'm going to move onto the gold pile because I like gold. Skip movement. And end Tinkerer's turn. So hopefully on the next round I'll get to that gold pile. But the bear's going... Oh no, the bear didn't go. Oh. Okay. So rumble in advance, so that gets me there and causes a damage. And then I might as well hit it for 3. And my Tinkerer. Oh no, I can get there for 3. 1, 2, 3 to that gold. And so a crack hammer is going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4 potentially. So I don't want to kill it in one go. Can't get up close. I kind of want to save the loot in case I need it to... you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, the bear's going first. This changes everything. No! Oh no. Okay. So that messes up my plan of being able to move on to the gold and get it. Go figure. Yeah, I can't get close enough to that gold. Oh no. Well, I'm still going to move. So I'm doing it some damage. And then I'm going to hit it for 3. And if this does 4 damage... So that was a +1? Oh no, that was just 1 damage. Dang. Okay. Alright. Oh, that was the damage from the moving. And then I did 4 damage on that. Okay. So I don't want to finish. So I want to pick up that gold and I don't want to kill it, so I'm not going to attack the bear because I want to try and get a little bit more gold if I can. So Crackheart, let's see. Short rest for you. See how your deck starts to run out. Now what I want is something that has a loot so that I can pick up both sets of money. So I want to punch it as hard as I can, and then I want to try and pick up all that gold. And what I'd like is for my Tinkerer to go first, so that's got higher. So I'm going to just choose those 2 cards because I saw that I had a crank bolt. Oof. That was a chunk of damage on my Crackheart. So the Tinkerer is going to move. No, wait, hang on. So I'm going to burn my crank bow. So this, unless I get really unlucky, so I'm going to use my goggles. I might as well use them up. That'll give me advantage. So hopefully I won't get unlucky and draw a ×0. Yep. Bear is down, bear is down. And then I can move, but to be honest, that doesn't really fuss. So the last enemy's down, which means the game ends at the end of this round, but Cragheart still has a chance to go. So I am going to loot for 1, and that'll pick up both of the remaining piles of gold. Yes! And then don't really matter what I do, because yeah, so that is all the enemies dead. Yep, that is the end of the round. I wasn't sure for a second. Victory! I believe you have not been exposed long enough to catch the disease, but you must leave now. I will. It did get poisoned, but you know, I'm sure my next round would have healed. So these are where you start gaining your sort of trophies or whatever. So I've completed this, which is pretty cool. So let's see what that gives me as a reward. So you get the rewards for completing the quest, in this case 20 gold and a major power potion. So I can buy the major power potion now from the shop, the merchant. There is a merchant. Oh, there's another job pop-ups here. So every time I clear that area, another one pops up. It's not very good for the completionist. So what I want to do, if I move into this trainer section, I should find, yes. So on the previous game I killed 50 enemies who are muddled or poisoned. So I'm going to claim that. So this will unlock a Relic Quest, which is kind of like a side mission. Tribe of Enix near the Barren Coast become a real problem of late, and they join a sect trying to resurrect an ancient power called Zorn. Oof. It's rumoured they have powerful staves which they use to defeat their enemy, and the tribe needs dealing with before it becomes too powerful. Zorn? Is that like the well, there's a monster Zorn in Dungeons and Dragons, and wasn't there a character called Zorn in X-Men? Did it die? Possibly. So apparently I had a few rewards left. So this reward was the one I just completed, killed 10 cave bears, and that gives me 5 gold. So yeah, might as well get the gold. Pretty good. Bit extra gold. And then also I've killed 20 Vermling scouts, so I can claim that reward as well. I want to just go down to the hounds, because so some of these names are brilliant. Kill 10 living spirits, you're going to call. Dawn of the Dead, kill 10 corpses. Ain't nothing like a hound dog for killing 10 hounds. And then I looked at that, ain't nothing like a hound dog. And then the one that I just completed, where is it? Oh no, what? I'm sure it said something like dying all the time. I've not done that one. Dying all the time. Ain't nothing like a hound dog. Dying all the time for the different things. So yeah. Alrighty, well, that's one mission. Took me a little bit longer, but just thought I'd stream for a little bit. How long have I on actually? An hour and 4. So you know what? I think I'll leave it there. It's still a little bit laggy. I thought I'd got all my settings to remove that, so I need to look into it a little bit more. Hopefully I'll sort that out. But next time I stream, I need to do a bit of, like I say, my CPU is at 1.4%. Yeah, I mean, I'm hardly using the memory. I'm hardly using the CPU. Maybe it's the GPU. The GPU is at 100%. So what I'll do for next time, because it isn't I upgraded my CPU and memory and motherboard, but I didn't do the GPU. So what I'll do is, rather than using the GPU to render, I'll use my CPU, because my CPU is down at 20%. It's hardly being used at all. So why don't I change that for next time? So it's my GPU which is holding me up, unfortunately. So anyway, alrighty. So that is yeah, that is Gloomhaven, and I will play more missions of this. I've been playing this a lot, so I'll probably play another game this week. I'm not going to promise that I won't have played some more in the meantime, just, you know, by the way. Alright then. So until I see you next time, where's my hand? Where's my hand? Is my hand here? My hand's somewhere, I don't know. Twitch is lagging so much that I can't really tell. Yep. Bye for now.